There are over 40 commercially available canned meat products in the United States right now, and most preppers stockpile 3 of them: tuna, chicken, and salmon. This list covers 20 with specific brand names, shelf life facts, and the nutritional case for every item most people walk straight past. Number 1. Tuna in water. Tuna in water is the entry point, and most preppers already have it, but almost nobody has enough. A single can of albacore tuna delivers roughly 30 grams of protein at under $2, and the USDA confirms commercially canned low-acid foods remain safe indefinitely when the can is undamaged. The practical quality window before texture and flavor noticeably decline runs 3 to 5 years past the printed date under normal pantry storage conditions. Rotating through it means you are always eating near the fresh end of that window. Number 2, tuna in olive oil. Tuna packed in olive oil is a different product from water-packed tuna, and most preppers never buy it. The oil slows the oxidation process that gradually affects flavor and texture in canned seafood, giving oil-packed tuna a demonstrably longer quality retention window at equivalent storage temperatures. The olive oil itself adds caloric density that matters in a calorie-restricted emergency diet, and the flavor is closer to fresh fish, which affects whether people actually eat it willingly. A single tin typically runs between $150 and $250 at most major retailers. Number 3, canned chicken breast. Canned chicken breast is the most practical protein for converting stored food into recognizable meals because it is already cooked, shredded, and requires no preparation beyond opening the can. Keystone Meats packs chicken breast with no added sodium using a retort sterilization process with a 5-year minimum quality guarantee and an indefinite USDA safety window while the can remains undamaged. A single can provides roughly 25 grams of protein and blends into virtually any meal format. That retort process is what separates a truly shelf-stable product from a refrigerated alternative. And number 4, canned salmon. Canned salmon is skipped by most preppers in favor of tuna, despite having a meaningfully superior nutritional profile. A can of pink or sockeye salmon provides approximately 38 grams of protein alongside omega-3 fatty acids at concentrations significantly higher than most canned tuna. And the softened bones represent a calcium source otherwise almost impossible to obtain from shelf-stable food. Wild Planet and Bumblebee are among the brands with the widest retail availability across major grocery chains. Pink salmon consistently runs cheaper per gram of protein than albacore tuna at most retailers. Number 5, sardines in olive oil. Canned sardines in olive oil are the most nutritionally complete protein on this entire list and also the most skipped by preppers who have not tried them as adults. One can provides approximately 23 grams of protein, a full day's recommended vitamin B12, and roughly 1/3 of a day's calcium from the softened bones. King Oscar and seasoned brands are available at Walmart and Costco at under $2 per can, with quality retention exceeding 5 years under proper storage. Number 6, canned mackerel. Canned mackerel is the overlooked alternative to sardines that provides nearly identical nutrition at roughly half the cost per gram of protein in most retail markets. King Oscar Atlantic mackerel and Crown Prince natural mackerel are available at most grocery chains, and mackerel's stronger flavor makes it more palatable as a cooking ingredient mixed into rice or beans rather than eaten directly. Mackerel is also one of the highest natural sources of vitamin D available in any shelf-stable format. Mackerel's high omega-3 content is comparable to sardines at roughly half the cost per serving. Number 7, canned oysters. Canned oysters surprise people most when they discover their nutritional density. A 3-ounce can of smoked oysters provides roughly 11 grams of protein alongside the highest concentration of zinc of any food source, with a single serving delivering over 300% of daily recommended intake. Zinc directly supports immune function and wound healing, making oysters specifically relevant to a medical preparedness stockpile rather than just a food supply. Crown Prince and Roland are the most consistently available brands at major U.S. retailers. Number 8, canned clams. Canned clams provide the same high zinc benefit as oysters alongside significant iron, vitamin B12, and complete protein in a more versatile cooking format that blends into pasta, rice, and soup without the distinctive flavor that makes oysters an acquired taste. Snow's and Bumblebee produce minced and chopped clam products in wide retail distribution, and the liquid in the can, called clam juice, functions as a cooking broth that adds flavor and sodium to otherwise bland grain-based meals. That cooking broth function alone justifies keeping several cans in any serious food storage setup. Number 9, canned shrimp. Canned shrimp is a protein source almost nobody has in their stockpile, despite availability at every major grocery chain and Walmart. A 6-ounce can provides approximately 22 grams of protein with the same 3 to 5 year quality window as other canned seafood. Chicken of the Sea produces the most widely available retail canned shrimp product, and the format blends into rice, pasta, and soup with virtually no cooking technique adjustment. The texture after canning is softer than fresh, but fully functional in cooked applications. Number 10, canned crab meat. Canned crab meat is available at most Walmart and Costco locations from Chicken of the Sea and Bumblebee, and it sits on the overlooked list primarily because the retail price runs higher than most canned fish. A 6-ounce can provides roughly 28 grams of protein at very low fat content, alongside meaningful zinc, copper, and selenium. In a morale context, crab meat represents one of the most premium feeling ingredients available shelf-stable, which matters significantly over an extended eating period. The higher price reflects genuine quality difference worth paying for in a long-term pantry. Number 11, canned beef. Keystone. Canned beef from Keystone Meats is the product most serious long-term food storage practitioners point to when asked what single item they wish they had more of. Keystone's beef is packed with no added sodium, no preservatives, and no water, meaning the entire can contents is actual beef with the texture of slow-cooked roast beef after opening. A 14-ounce can provides approximately 42 grams of protein at $7 to $9 per can, depending on the retailer. The 5-year quality guarantee understates the practical storage life based on documented community testing results. Number 12, canned corned beef. Canned corned beef from Libby's, Hormel, and Hereford is one of the oldest commercially canned meat products in existence and has a longer documented shelf life track record than almost anything else on this list. Corned beef's high salt content contributes to excellent shelf stability even in cans slightly past their printed dates, and its versatility in hash, sandwiches, and direct consumption makes it one of the more morale-supportive proteins available in any canned format at most grocery stores. That makes corned beef among the most forgiving items on this list from a rotation standpoint. Number 13, canned ham. Canned ham requires one important distinction because not all canned ham is shelf-stable at room temperature. The small 12 to 16-ounce canned ham products sold by Hormel on the unrefrigerated grocery shelf are shelf-stable through retort processing, while the larger whole hams in the refrigerated section are not. The shelf-stable versions provide complete protein with distinctive ham flavor that makes them valuable specifically as a morale and flavor variety item, alongside the more neutral canned chicken and beef options. That distinction is worth knowing before buying the wrong version and discovering the error later. Number 14, Vienna sausages. Vienna sausages from Armour and Libby's are the most universally available canned meat product in the United States and among the most frequently dismissed as low quality, which makes them one of the most practical stockpile items here, because their availability everywhere means they will always be in stock when other specialty proteins are not. A can provides approximately 15 grams of protein per serving, requires no preparation at all, and children typically accept them without resistance, which matters in a family emergency scenario. Number 15, canned pulled pork. Canned pulled pork from Jack Daniel's, Keystone, and several regional producers fills a specific gap in most canned meat stockpiles, which is a fully cooked product that can be served in sandwiches, over rice, or in improvised tacos without any cooking technique beyond heating. The flavor and texture of properly packed canned pulled pork is significantly closer to restaurant-style pulled pork than most people expect from a shelf-stable product, making it one of the highest morale items available in the entire canned meat category. Number 16, canned turkey. Canned turkey from Keystone Meats is produced through the same no salt, no preservative, no water packing process that makes their beef product so valued. And the turkey version provides essentially the same nutritional profile of roughly 40 grams of protein per 14-ounce can at a slightly lower price point in most markets. Turkey's milder flavor makes it more versatile than beef in cold applications and in mixed dishes, where the protein is intended to blend into rather than dominate the flavor. That pricing difference makes turkey the better value for bulk protein purchasing at most retailers. Number 17, canned duck confit. Canned duck confit from D'Artagnan and similar specialty producers is available at higher-end grocery stores and reliably online, and it represents the highest caloric density item on this entire list because of duck's naturally high-fat content. A single can provides not just protein, but a substantial fat serving that contributes significantly to caloric totals when caloric density is the priority. Duck confit's rich flavor also means a small quantity transforms a large volume of plain rice or lentils into something genuinely satisfying. That caloric value is especially relevant during winter or high-exertion emergency scenarios. Number 18, canned venison. Canned venison is available from specialty producers including Wilderness Athlete and several regional hunting cooperatives, and while retail availability is more limited than other items here, it provides the highest protein-to-fat ratio on this list alongside complete amino acid profiles and a flavor many people find more satisfying than domestic livestock proteins over extended eating periods. Hunters who process their own animals can also produce home-canned venison through pressure canning, which is the only safe home canning method for low-acid foods, including all meats. That pressure canning method requires a dedicated pressure canner and tested USDA-approved processing times. Number 19, canned bacon, Yoder's. Canned bacon from Yoder's is the item that consistently generates the most surprise when serious preppers first encounter it, because most people assume bacon cannot be preserved shelf-stable. Yoder's packs fully cooked bacon in a sealed can with a shelf life marketed at 10 or more years, and the product is available directly from the manufacturer and through Preparedness retailers. The specific morale value of bacon, which transforms any plain grain meal into something genuinely satisfying, justifies the higher per can cost relative to most other items here. Number 20. Canned anchovies. Canned anchovies from Roland and Crown Prince represent the most concentrated flavor investment available in any commercial canned format because anchovies are used in tiny quantities as a seasoning agent rather than as a protein serving. A 2-ounce tin contains over 10 grams of protein alongside high sodium and the glutamate compounds that enhance the flavor of every other food they are cooked with. In a long-term food storage context, anchovies serve as the seasoning infrastructure that makes bland grain-based meals taste like intentional cooking. 20 canned proteins on this list, and you realistically need all of them for variety and morale over any extended period. Pick 5 you do not currently have and add them this week. Subscribe for the next video on brands worth paying more for.